What's normal? What is your normal? And who says what's normal? Who puts in this law of normality and everybody else just gets to follow it? Let me rewind a little bit. When I was born, like my grandmother used to say, on the wrong side. I was a different child. I used to be that child who can't play with the others. I found their games really stupid. And so I used to take my time and sit by myself and just do my own thing. Most of the time I would make up little stories with little characters and just get on with it. The few times that I played with the other girls and the other kids, they used to call me weird. This really upset me when I was like 4 or 5 years. So one time I come home and I'm really sad because they've been calling me weird all day. And my grandmother sat me down. My grandmother said to me, listen, being weird is the most important thing in life. Because being weird means you're not a follower, you are a leader. You are different. And being different means you can invent, you can think outside the box. You are swimming upriver, my child. So when they call you weird, smile. I was too small then to understand that my grandmother had just empowered me. She just made me realize being different from other people was my special power. I questioned everything in the village where I grew up. I questioned the culture, the religion, the society. Why were things done the way they were done? And why do people just accept it and go with it? Because you see, in the village, women did most of the work. Women did most of the hard work, and the men, in my eyes anyway, as a child, I used to see them just lounge about and not do enough. And I used to sit down and ask my granddad, why do women do the cooking? Well, he would answer, because men don't do the cooking, it's for women. And so I asked him once, so if there were no women, he would actually starve. And he laughed and he said, go and play, child, because apparently I'd hit a nerve. This is a way for society to put women where they belong, in the kitchen. And as a child, I rebelled against that. And I saw it wrong. And of course, in the culture where I grew up, kids were seen, not heard. So I was a weirdo. I was a weird kid growing up. Oh, I did try to fit in with everybody. I did try to play with the others. I did try to be like them. And I did try to follow what they did. But it was never right for me. I was always like, okay, so we do it that way, but I always had a but. What if we do it this way? But I'm bored, but I don't like that. I never followed for the sake of following. But then you realize, if you're anything like me, weird can be lonely, and weird can make you lose friends. The only thing I am so happy I got at a young age is my grandmother empowered me to accept my weird. And I learned to grow and love it. I learned to grow and love being different. I wasn't different for the sake of being different. And I wasn't argumentative at all. I just wanted to understand why things were done the way they were done and why everybody just believed and just followed without questioning. And so my granddad used to just give up on me and say, you know, you should never get married in our culture because you question, because you don't follow. Because in our culture, women are supposed to be in their place, especially children. Children are not supposed to question. You're supposed to do as you're told, and you're supposed to be seen, not heard. I grew up and I got to be a young adult. I did try to find jobs. I did. Oh my God. I did try to find jobs and I got some nice jobs, but still I wouldn't fit in. Always I would stand out. Always I would question. Always I would be the one who sort of, okay, we do it that way, but what if? Even the bosses would give up on me. And I used to leave, I left a few jobs until I realized I wasn't meant to work for somebody. I created my own company at a very young age and I started to work for myself. I even got big enough to employ people who worked for me. And that was me accepting myself. the writing didn't end. From my little childhood, creating little characters, it blossomed into this big writer. Through the writing came the coaching. And now I've realized that most women I try to coach, they don't know themselves, because I'm trying to coach business. And I started mindset. You need to change your mindset. And I preach this all the time. But then I realized that, no. It's not the mindset at all. It's from identity. Most women I've spoken to do not accept themselves. Maybe you're one of them. You do not accept yourself because there's this syndrome that goes around that comes from our parents, our grandparents. What will people think syndrome? What will people say? What will the community say? If you do this, if my child is seen doing that, what would the church say about me? And our mothers drill this into us. What will the community think? What will the church say? So we conform, we try to become normal. And again, I ask you, what's normal? What's normal for you? Because then you find most ladies I've spoken to, you might be one of them. They've hidden themselves. They've hidden their true identity for shame. They've hidden what they really think for shame, because they will lose friends. They will lose popularity. They will be called weird. They will stand out too much. So for the sake of fitting in, for the sake of being accepted, most people have hidden their identity. My question is, are you happy? When you live someone else's life, because without your true identity means you're living someone else's life, means you're hiding your true self. Are you happy with that? Who are you? Do you put on a veneer every morning to go out? Do you smile and wave while inside you're dying? Do you accept so that you also will be accepted? Because I see, like, for example, in a group of girls, one girl, the popular one, will say, let's do this. And everybody will go, yeah. Are you following because you like it or because that's what everybody's doing? That's your normal in your little community. If you got the power to say, no, I don't want to do that, I'm sorry, but I'm going home. That's not for me. Do you? I realized even as a young adult, when I was trying to find jobs and trying to fit in, that I had to embrace my weird, as my grandmother told me. I had to love the weird me. And questioning is not bad at all. It means I learned a lot of things by questioning why things were done this way, why things were happening like this, and why everybody just rolled over and accepted it. I had to accept my identity and accept that I'm weird, I'm different, so what? I had to accept myself, self-actualization. Who is Deborah? And what does she stand for? But you find most ladies seek validation. Why do you need to be validated even by people you don't know? You still seek their approval. And who's to say they approve? Because I don't think they do at all. People don't care. So I tell you now, it's time to live your life. It's time to accept that, well, you're different and you stand out, and that's what makes you you. That's what makes you interesting. That's what makes you individual, because that's where it all starts. Once you accept your identity, once you love yourself, once you embrace your weird, you can then start changing your mindset. You then open your mind to learn. You then open your mind to prosper. And you actually get a passion to do something else instead of a passion to follow that popular so who you've been following all the time for nothing. And I know it's a weird word, weird, to say embrace your weird. But unless you embrace yourself, unless you accept this is who you are, you stand out, you not come to peace with yourself. You always live a lie. Because the person you are living is that other one, the one that's acceptable in your eyes. Anyway, who says what's normal? And why do we just say, yes, this is the normal, this is the done thing? And who cares what people will say? Who cares what people will think? Because no matter what you do, people always say something and people always think something. So it's time to live your life to the full. It's time to actually embrace that you're different and accept your personality. I'm not saying go out there and abuse people and say the wrong thing or be embarrassing or whatever. All I'm saying is, if you are yourself, people accept you. If you are yourself, people, those who are close for the true reasons, will embrace you. It's better to have two very good friends than to have a crowd of fake ones, isn't it? Because you might be doing it to be popular. So you deny yourself and you live this lie and you don't leave the house without makeup and, oh, I can't be seen like this. Oh my God, oh my God. In the meantime, you're dying to shave your head and just go like that. In the meantime, you're dying to say no to some of the things you are doing to be popular. In the meantime, you're the one who's actually swimming upriver. It's okay to be different. It's okay. Those who are really true to you will accept you and they will love you for it. And once you accept, this is me, this is what I do, you will achieve your dream, believe me, because you then use all that energy to pursue your dream and your passion. I achieved my purpose because I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna try. And yes, it was so hard. It was so hard in the beginning to swim up river, to be unpopular. Because with my weird identity came the unpopularity. People start, oh, no, I like you, but one lady actually said to me, I like you, but I don't know where to put you. Why do you want to put me anywhere? I'm fine where I am. I mean, why do you have to place me in a little cupboard where I can fit in? Because people who are born different do not fit in boxes. We don't know the meaning of a box. So when people say, get out of your box, oh, you stop living, think outside your box. I never had a box anyway, so I don't know how to think inside the box to start with. Because I'm one of those wanderers. I think wild, I think big, and I go out and I get it. So if you're one of those people who are standing out, even at your job, you might not be popular because you're the one who's got integrity, or because you're the one who's a bit weird, or the dressing you do is not very popular, or don't do anything to please anyone. You're fine. And never be that woman who describes themselves as just. I am just a mother. I am just a woman. You're more than just. No one is just. No one is just. You're more than just. You're more than enough. If you put your mind to it, you can achieve whatever. You can do whatever it is you want. And you can achieve your own prosperity, whatever that is. Because if you see, success differs from person to person. Some people want to lose weight. And when they reach their goal weight, that's their success. Some people want to have a lot of money. Some people want to get a degree. Some people want to climb Mount Everest or whatever. Once you put your mind to it and stop describing yourself as just, I don't like that word just. I'm just a woman. I'm just a mother. Yeah, but you're more than that. You've got spirit in you. You've got your own identity that you must embrace. You're different. Love that. Once you love that you're different, once you embrace that you're different, people also do. Because you'll be like, I'm different, I'm fine, look at me, I'm powerful. With your acceptance will come self-confidence. You become confident enough to stand in front of people and say, okay, I'm different, so what? This is what makes the world. Different people. Not just people who follow other people and just do as other people want and, you know, just go with the flow. Why would you go with the flow if the flow is not for you? See, that's the difference right there. I'm prepared to say, no, I don't like that. Even if it doesn't make me popular, because I don't want to be popular. I want to be happy. After you've embraced your identity, you can then unleash your inner goddess. You know, the animal in you that's prepared to follow that dream that you put on the shelf years back. You create networks, not friends to mess about with, networks, people who enhance you, people who accept you for who you are, not people who say, I would like you, but you have to do this. Oh, you can't dress like that. Oh, you can't do that. Yes, I can, and I'm going to do it. See, with me, as long as I'm not being cruel to anyone, I can be myself. As long as I'm not abusing anyone's rights, I can be myself. And I don't ask you to accept me or anyone to accept me. I'm going on with my life. That's fine. You don't have to like me. You don't have to walk with me. You don't have to be near me at all. And that's the other thing, ladies. If you don't like something, walk on by. If someone doesn't like you, they should walk on by. We don't have to stand and abuse something we don't like. You see a lot of ladies, someone put out something, oh, it might be a video, it might be whatever they are doing. If it's not for you, walk on by. That's their weird self. Let them be. There's no need to stand there and abuse them. And I mean, your advice should be solicited. If you want to help someone, help them nicely. Be a lady, pull them to the side. Lady, come, I talk to you. Well, I think you should, this should be like this. Don't you think if you do this, you get more customers? Don't you think if you do this, it's up to you. I'm just putting it out there. There's no need to create all these competitive fighting wars with somebody because you don't agree with their weird self. The fact that we're all different makes it more exciting. You do you, I do me, and we all just get on with it. You need to evolve and move on and learn and be yourself. Like my topic here, fucking normal. Embrace your weird self. Even if it's a man you want to catch, you will love your weird self. Maybe that's what he's looking for, not the fake veneer you put on all the time and pretend to be this, pretend to be that. Love yourselves. And this is the root of everything. Once you love yourself, your mindset will be open to change. You'll be open to learning, to follow your passion. You'll be open to embrace your purpose and go for it. And you also have the right people in your life, because you'll have the true friend who will stand by you, who will love you for you, not just fake people who come and crowd your vision. And stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. If people don't like you, don't force yourself on them. It's okay. You don't need thousands of friends, just two, maybe just one true friend to stand by you. This 2021, we actually need to stand back and get in touch with your true self. Let the world see you for who you are and embrace yourself. Love your identity. Do not deny it. I mean, why are you wanting to be like somebody else? That's photocopying. That's fake. And you hear people, I'm so authentic. No, you're not. You don't even know your own self. Once you embrace yourself, I did. Once I embraced that this is me, I'm going to do a BCD. This is what I like. Of course, it was hard to achieve. It was so hard to get my own success and to start on the road of creating wealth, which is what I wanted. But once that bit was out of the way of embracing myself and loving myself and going into a room and saying, look, this is me, I then got true people, true networks in my life who helped me to prosper, who helped me to achieve my dream. So don't lie to yourself, come on. Don't lie to yourself. Be your true self and let people see you for who you are. and then you can evolve and learn and just show the best version of you. Live the best version of you. Be happy. Whatever makes you happy, go and get it. Find the true version of you and enhance on it. And then grow. Just grow. Just be your happy self. That's why I decided to take this topic, because most people I work with, I'm trying to help ladies, don't know themselves. And they give you excuses like, well, if I take off the wig, people laugh at me. What do you care? If you've got the time to laugh at me, that's on you. I'm fine. This is what I like to do, and this is what I'm doing. So to end this, what's normal? And who says what's normal? What is your normal? What do you accept as normal? And why do you accept it? People out there, embrace your weird self.